Hey Dad, it's me. And a big shout out to all 6 of my subscribers. So, hi Kelly, hi Jennifer, hi Uncle Fred, Bunny? I think it's 5, and maybe I'm a subscriber. I don't know. So if you're a subscriber and I left you out of that shout out, please let me know in the comments below. Okay. As promised, Dad, I'm going to take you on a quick tour, a couple updates, but kind of walk you through some things, and hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to be accompanied today, hopefully, by in this case, my left-hand man, Duker. So he's enjoying his impromptu back rub. So. Anyway, I hope everyone's enjoying their Thanksgiving week and is having a good holiday. But let's get started with some of the changes around here. Okay, as you can see, I'm in what I guess I'm affectionately referring to as the shop. It's kind of a closet. That said, it is air conditioned, so which is nice. So air conditioning, air condition return. When we moved in, it had a shelf and it had a refrigerator. And a water heater. So since then, I've installed board storage for the paddle boards. So my big one, my less big one, and then Heather's is in the middle. So those are up. I got some window coverings because this faces south and it gets hot. So. And then today, working on a project, which is making speaker carriers out of MDF. So after talking to you, this is what I've got so far to cut out the faces for the 3 speakers, and I'll show you where those go. Other projects include, got a replacement wine cooler for all of our red wine and some of our white wine. So, which Heather loves that I'm sticking my dirty tools on top of, such that it's unprotected. But I also installed this Uline cage. It's meant to partition off machinery, but what it allows me to do is just have some redundancy for locks and that sort of thing. I've got shelving that I bought from Walmart that showed up and was completely incomplete and damaged, etc. So I ended up getting this for free, which I thought was great because I made it work. It took some hammering and some prying, but I got it to work, and it's been quite nice. And then also, as we move in, there is the remnants of my failed attempt at using plywood for the cutouts. There's my comfortable seat there. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my head hitting my board. My new jigsaw that I just bought for this project, so pretty excited about that. Go Lowe's. This is the intake that's going to go onto Ophelia for her new engine once I get that put into place. And then all this other stuff this is for the new transmission that's going in, etc. So, and I've got parts all through here. So, but pretty excited about that. That's actually, I don't know if you can tell, but that's actually electronic fuel injection. So, pretty cool, pretty excited about that. But I think that's enough for this room. So as we go in to the garage, here's Ophelia. That's actually the actual transmission. That's the new 5-speed that will go behind the new engine. So this is the old engine that I actually, as mentioned to you, I actually got this running the other day, which is pretty exciting because it had been sitting, not running for a while. So I took the hood off of it in anticipation of kind of stripping this down because I'm going to keep the air conditioning compressor and all that kind of stuff. But the engine that kind of goes underneath all of this stuff is in that box right there. So I'm pretty excited about being able to put that in at some point, be able to start that project. I think I told you before we got Heather's car in here, which is nice. We've donated a bunch of stuff. So you can actually see an empty spot. There's actually an empty spot in the garage in here, which is super exciting. Now we've got a bunch of stuff that's kind of still disorganized, kind of throughout. So we still need organization in here. But that said, it's at least better than it was. So this is a new acquisition. It's my engine hoist. I actually used this the other day to solo take the hood off the car. So not that it's fiberglass, it's not that heavy, but it was very nice to have this here. And you can see my extremely unorganized and still need to organize top of my workbench here. So this is a combination of general electronics, stuff that still is waiting for the house to be installed, and then some just general need for organization. So that said, that's the garage. This is Christmas tree. So hopefully this will go up maybe on my birthday. We'll see. Okay, so welcome to the crazy here. We've got, still have the hood. On beginning of December, we're gonna have a contractor out to put the, essentially the cage in place that will hold this. And then we have to measure for the cover that goes over it. So pretty involved process, but nonetheless, yes, that's still sitting in our living room, in our family room. So this is what we've got. Hi, Heather. Dad and Kelly send their love, by the way. So yeah, this is the new media cabinet that we got started on the end of last week. They're supposed to finish its beginning part of next week, which is pretty exciting. So, and this is what I'm building the speaker enclosures for, because there'll be a left speaker, center, and right speaker that'll go in these cabinets behind doors that will have speaker cloth covering them. So, and then the rest of the system are TV, but the rest of the system is a pair of subwoofers, and then kind of the back speakers as well. So it's should be pretty fun once it's all said and done. Our 7.1. So we still have there's of course Hanker in his red sweater sitting in the sun for Christmas, looking all pretty. Yeah, being a good boy. So as I mentioned, we've got to put the hood up, but we've got lots of things in here, including new hardware. Whoop, whoop. Very exciting. Yes, that's right. An actual drawer pull. Scary. And actual knobs on actual cabinets. Pretty scary. Pretty interesting. He's coming back at some undisclosed time. He even threatened coming back tomorrow, but we're not really expecting that to happen. Exactly, we're gonna call bullshit on that. To finish out the fronts on the things. These finally came in. This is exciting. This is our
freezer.
Oh, it does not have a pull on it yet, but it's a freezer drawer. And above it is, with a bunch of Duke's food in it,
a refrigerator.
A refrigerator drawer, so which is pretty cool.
So the dog food can live here.
So the dog food can live here,
All
and
of it.
We can have excess
dog food there. Stuff
there too. Pretty excited about that. Again, the stove does not work, so it's this. It's pretty though, right? Sure. This entire backsplash with the Cristallo turned out really nicely. Again, we'll get this. The hood cover that's going to go over this is going to match this wood. Yeah, so we're told. As I mentioned, Heather's been making Hank dog food, so that's Hank's food. We measured for the table.
Turned into a stay-at-home dog food making room.
that's going to go here. I don't know if you heard that, but she said that she's turned into a stay-at-home dog food making mom. Oh, this is exciting. So this is we're going to call this almost complete, but we've got the Onyx bottom shelf went in, and the cabinet fronts. So again, we're going to have a mirror back here. They need to put a base plate in around here, but the Onyx in here is very, very nice. And I don't know if I showed you, we've got this fixture up finally. So it's not just a light bulb. And of course the wallpaper on the ceiling, and I think Heather's actually going to take this and she's going to bring it down the back wall here. So, but in here now we've got our cuckoo clock from Germany, and a couple pieces of art, because what bathroom is complete without some art? So, and of course our pantry, which we again think she's got to put in some fillers, a couple extra pieces of work for the cabinet guy. But again, we've got poles, which is like, being an adult. It's pretty cool. And of course our pantry, etc. So
being an adult, we're adulting our spaces.
We're adulting our spaces, exactly. We've got, as you can see, we've got some of our art.
Most of it's up.
Most of our art is up. Yeah. That said, we've got an entire table full of art that is not up. So, in fact, we still have boxes. I need to put these into the garage. Speaking of having open garage space, you can see we still have rugs that aren't down, etc. But we do have light fixtures, and we do have some of the art that's up, which is nice. I told you about the fox. Well, this is the wooded area, one of the wooded areas that we think that he or she goes into. And there's actually a space back here between our fence and the neighbor's fence. So there's actually like a probably 2 foot wide space between those two fences, which we think they may be using. But as I mentioned, we do know that the fox comes out here and uses our driveway as a latrine. As you can see, if you were right there, the fox is like, okay, well, I can run here, or I can run there, or I can run back where I came from, which is around the corner over there. So pretty exciting to have a fox that we're pretty sure that Duke barks at every night, 5:30 or so. Let's see what else is going on. Still kind of a mess in the entryway, although it is, I'm going to show you the good side. It is essentially open and free and clear. So this has been nice. This has been lovely. One of the projects we've been talking about is the pool, of course. Lovely, it works, it's great. There's nothing wrong with it. Just a little dated, and of course there's a lot of deck out there, which is not so great. And you can also see all of Heather's landscaping that she's done. That's really starting to grow in nicely. Again, I think we mentioned to you that we've got the bird feeder up. As you can see, no one really is a taker, although we have seen several finches, some cardinals, red cardinals, and I'm trying to think what else Heather's pointed out to me. But some pretty birds around here, but not terribly interested in our bird feeder for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure. Again, if anybody has any input, please let me know. But let's see. This is, I mean, everything's kind of been clearing up, which has been great. So again, we've got art kind of sitting in here, but art has gone up. We did get this TV in our formal living room working. As you can see, there's some patchwork that needs to be done for electrical work. We've got, again, art up. Ooh, this is fun. I don't know if I showed this to you before, but our art light. So our lighting for the art in here, very nice. So you'll see upstairs that we've got we'll call it the kids' room upstairs is kind of empty now because we donated a bunch of the furniture to Habitat for Humanity. So we're thinking this in here is still kind of crowded. So we may try to rearrange some of the furniture, maybe take some of that stuff upstairs. As you can see, my my left-hand man, Duker here, is very much enjoys his formal living space in here. Oh, we also got shades. Oh, I totally forgot to point that out to you. We got, so on the bottom floor in here and in the family room that we were just in, got these nice Hunter Douglas top-down bottom-ups. So let me show you this. This is kind of cool. So this is obviously, oh gosh, can I even reach it? I can't reach it. Oof, that's tall. So, so this is what they call light filtering. So you've got the light filtering on the bottom, and then you've got the sheer up on top. So you can, you know, enjoy the outside, but still have, you know, the benefits of privacy. So, which is nice. So, or just, you know, not have the shade down. So we got those there, and so we're still kind of deciding what to do kind of in these front areas. So obviously we can't do anything with the door, which is fine, but this door, this window, its match on the dining room, and then its match in here in the guest is something that we're still thinking about and working about. So as I mentioned, there's still construction crap here, but art is up and doing well. So art is up. Pretty exciting to have art up. Try to give you some of that scale, because I don't know if you can really understand how big, remember how big Badass is. So, but it's nice to have this up. So let's go upstairs real quickly. Oh, we're getting these redone into their natural color, which matches. It's all, I think he said, the wood floor guy said it was red oak under here. So we're gonna take this black off, and it's gonna get stained the color of the floors, which will be nice. We've got a little bit more furniture up here since last we spoke, I think. So we got this nice big coffee table out here, another chair, because we really use the space a lot, especially with the big ass fan. It really has been quite enjoyable. So we are still working on the coffee bar, but it's up and running and working, which is nice. Of course, our master bedroom still needs the floor restored, but we did get new dressers in, which is exciting. So I can actually have some of my own clothes in here. Got our, speaking of Fox, have our art that's up, so pretty exciting. Yeah. What else? Almost done in the master here. I don't know if I've showed you the doors. We've got sconces that now work. So those are up. This mirror, I think I've showed to you before, that's in. I haven't done anything with the deck out there, but they did reseal that that roof, which is nice. This, I think, is completely done. I told you about the Aquapella system that I sent you stuff on. This is what one of the things we got done yesterday, is this bar finally went up so that we could take our handheld and have a place for it. But this has been really nice. And of course, Heather's closet. Let's go. What else is new? We have restoration work that still needs to get done, like punch list stuff, like the trim that's supposed to go around the attic access, that sort of thing. So this is empty. This is used to be full of stuff, if you remember. So we still have Heather's computer and computer desk. Not all the art's up, but that printer's actually plugged in, that sort of thing. So this is intended to be Heather's studio at some point. This we were going to donate. It's Ethan Allen, and I bought it secondhand, and it's like 4,000 pounds. It feels like it. So I'm actually going to move it back at some point. I promise. I'm going to move it back where I had it, which was here in the what we call the boys' room. So we tried to get it out of here to donate it, but we just couldn't move it, and we couldn't get the drawers out of it. We're not entirely sure. Anyway, again, if you can help, let me know. We still have the dog crates up here because we still have folks in the house. And so this allows us to be able to close the door. Eventually, the idea is that these would just go downstairs, such that when folks come to the door and the dogs are loudly greeting them, that we can kennel them and put them away quietly. But we used to have them downstairs. That didn't work, so we brought them back. We brought them up here, and that's been working much better. Oh, I wanted to show you real quickly that the new grout that I did in here, and I will try to edit in the work that I did here, but essentially just around the entire perimeter of the tub. I tore out all the old grout and regrouted it, as well as around the spout there and a couple places out here. So far it's been hanging, it's been doing well. We'll see, but it's nice to have this kind of sealed back up a little bit. Well, a lot of it. Then what else? Oh, in the girls' room, so we've got, I guess I probably should have gone this way to begin with. New beds, or new, actually in this case, headboards. So these are the two queen beds that kind of made it from the various places we've been living. So new headboards. Heather got these really cool sheets in here. It looks really great. That said, we still don't have proper nightstands, that sort of thing. These are also new shades that we got. So these are just blackout shades, which are quite nice. They don't have a sheer on top, but it's completely blackout, so you can, there you go. Nice, look at that. So a little bit of light infiltration, but basically it is, makes the room much more usable for what it's intended for, sleeping. So on both windows here. We had the housekeeper came in today, so that's probably where these are up. And I'm gonna put them back where they go. Like that. So, ta-da! Pretty and practical. So again, art is up, which is nice. And then the big thing in here, I mentioned the Aquapellis shower system. So it's pretty exciting with our essential minerals and our Epsom oil. And so that's working. So as I mentioned, it's pretty big. I guess it's, yeah, anyway. So pretty interesting machine, good stuff. But I think that kind of concludes our tour, and I will talk to y'all soon, okay? Love y'all, bye.